Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Jackery Show. Now, what you're going to notice is, hey, we're back, and we're back. That's right, we're back again. Trevor, what's good? What's cracking, my guy? All right, we're going to mention a couple things. First and foremost, everybody, the 5% banner is back. If you spend over $1,000, we got that 5% banner back for you. Take an extra 5% off of those $1,000 purchases. You're also going to notice that there is a free gift over there. That's right, a free gift of the E290. If you purchase I think it's the 1000 V2 or the 2000 V2, you guys can get it as a free gift. There is a limited supply of those, though. So do know, limited for the E290s as a free gift. To get that free gift, you will have to put the E290 in your carousel when you, of course, purchase your 1000 V2 or your 2000 V2 device. Sheila, hello, how are you doing? And welcome to the show. Everybody, I am running a little bit behind. I'm out of it. I don't know. What's cracking? Hey, what's going on, Sheila? What is new? What is going on? Trevor, good to see ya. Anybody get anything good over the last couple days? Because I would like to know. If not, hey, we're here to show you some Jackery stuff. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to get going. We're going to start this off. We're going to talk about the 1000 V2. Now, the 1000 V2, of course, is an optional piece today. It's actually at a good price point still. It's about 46% off with that. It's about $429 today. So if you guys missed the sales yesterday, it is still on sale. The cool part about it being on sale today is we have that free gift for you guys. It is definitely cold outside, buddy. I'll just keep wearing my shorts so we're good. Got a light charging cord. Got my new PC, waiting to have it set up and patiently set it up yourself. What do you have to have people set it up for? Come on. All right, let's go into it. 1000 V2. Let's talk about that bad boy. It's a little bit shorter of a show today, so hey, you know what? We're just going to get into it. 1000 V2 is 1070 watt hours of power, of course, with that, and it can be, of course, fully charged in 2 hours time. If you guys really need to, because it's super cold outside and you're worried about that power outage, charge it up at a 1 hour charge rate with Charge Shield 2.0 in emergency situation charging. That's the cool part about this. Now, with it, you're going to have 3 AC outlets to do 1500 watts pure sine wave power, can peak at 3000 for you. You're going to have a flashlight that does 3 modes of lighting. Of course, SOS is what Sheila's needing right now. She needs that help signal because she's scared to connect up her computer. Now, with it, you're also going to have low light brightness and highlight brightness, which is beautifully well done. You're going to have 2 USB-C ports, a 30-watt port, 100-watt port, and you're going to have the 18-watt USB-A port, you know, for the lower power devices like your Olight flashlights. Now, you guys can also go up there and use that 12-volt 10-amp plug to plug in your other devices, ranging from, of course, I do have you know what, Sheila, I don't even use mine. Oh, Stream Deck? Oh, never mind. I thought, yeah, Stream Deck. I don't even use my Stream Deck. I don't use it. I don't use it no more. It's just gets in my way. With this device, guys, it's a beautiful piece. It's an amazing product. It's going to do very well. It only weighs 24 pounds. Now, at 24 pounds, it's actually still very portable for those of you, for even people, you know, like, let's say, like Sheila, who may not want to carry around a heavier station. This one will work well for you, and that's the cool part about this. It's nice and perfectly weighted for that. It's going to still be accessible. It has a nice handle. It's going to allow, of course, multiple solar panels of charging. Let's say you had 2 of the 200-watt solar panels connected up this. It's going to be about a 4-hour charge if you wanted to, but it will get charged there and no problem with that. And I kind of like that idea with this. You're just going to be able to keep going and accessorizing. The best part is Jackery said, hey, we know some of you missed the sales yesterday, so let's give them a free gift if they buy this. That free gift today is going to be the E290 power station, so the Explorer 290. Now, that's actually a really nice little power station, so you guys have that option as a free gift for $429. You can't go wrong with that. Sheila's trying to say something, but I'm not sure. I did use the power station today, the little guy. You know, I'm actually loving And we're going to actually show it, guys, but I'm loving that new power station right there. Anybody see it? Yeah, it's a beauty. Now back to the 1000 V2, guys. You can run a 200 watt desktop PC for like 6 hours. Not a problem. You can run that flat screen TV for over 10 hours. It's not an issue. You can run, of course, a 5 watt light bulb for days and not have a problem. For those that want to hook up your oven, 800 watt oven, maybe in over an hour with that cooking. You should be able to, of course, roast off some cookies and get them done for the grandkids. If you need to do that, bake some cookies. Hey, have some fun with it. Of course, I forgot what I was talking about, so I said roast cookies and not bake cookies. But if you guys didn't catch that, I pointed it out for you. Go ahead and laugh. It's all good. Now with the 1000 V2, guys, it's an amazing product. It's a beautiful little piece. It's going to do very, very well. And it does come by itself or as a package deal. You guys can get it with, of course, let's say a 200 watt solar panel, or you guys can get it with, of course, the dual solar panel package. The single solar panel package is going to be about $699, which is actually a really decent price for it. You guys can also get it with 2 of the 100 watt solar panels for the same price. So $699 with the 200 watt panel, or $699 with the two 100 watt panels. That's up to you guys. You guys could also go in the variation of having a single 100 watt panel for that beautiful $599. Now remember, if you buy a 1000 V2, guys, today, or 2000 V2, guys, throw in, of course, that E290 in the carousel and get it as a gift. That's our gift to you guys tonight. It depends on how good you cook, right? I'm a really good cook. It's just I'm off my game. I don't know what it is today. I have definitely stumbled around on wordings most of the day today. Lack of sleep, maybe. I don't know. Now, I've used the 1000 V2 to run Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations. I've used it to, of course, power the window AC. I actually use it to light up the lighting gear in these streams right now. We are down, of course, 2 lights. So you guys are going to notice that these 2 lights in front are a lot brighter today. So I kind of burn up to my keystone lights. So we're down a couple lights. I have to get some more. Now, of course, you guys can also, like I said, get it with the 1000 V2 with the single solar panel. That is your option, up to you if you really want. Now, the 1000 V2 is like a #1 seller. That power station is a really, really big selling power station. For one, you're getting a great amount of power in a very lightweight case. You're getting a bunch of connections that can run a lot of different pieces. You're still getting the solar charging capabilities. And it's perfectly set for a lot of different usages, which is great. If you need to step it up, though, and you need a little bit extra power, let's say Trevor's a little worried that his PC is not going to last through a whole gaming session. Why not go with the 2000 V2? Again, the 2000 V2 is going to be a step up in size. If we pop the table back over here, you guys are going to see it over here in this corner. So it's a step up in size. It's a step up in battery. It's gonna do very, very well for you guys, and that's the cool part about this. So if I grab the app, we're not logged into the app today, so I'm gonna have to log in, of course. Anybody remember my info? If you guys know my info, let me know. Let's see if I can log in real quick. It's not letting me log in. What? I can't get into my account. It's gonna be one of these days, I tell you. It's just one of these days. Alright, like I was saying, if we come in here, we can turn on the flashlight so you guys can see it come on. We can go higher light brightness if you need to do that. For Sheila that needs to trigger help for connecting up her PC, go into SOS pattern and say, SOS, I need help. And it's just that easily done. If we want to turn on the screen to see the battery percentage, we can even do that. And if we zoom on in here, guys, we can actually come over here and realize that we're down to about 50% battery. I've been using this station quite a lot lately, so we're down about 20% charge over this past week, and it happens. Now, with it, of course, 2,042 watt hours of power in this device, fully chargeable in 2 hours. So 2 hours, guys, 2,000 V2s up and charged. If you want to, again, with that beautiful, beautiful Charge Shield 2.0 and emergency situation charging, 1 hour is your charge rate. That's the cool part about this. Again, like the 1000 V2, you have the flashlight, you have the digital display, you have full app control. You're going to have the 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug. You're going to have two USB-Cs, 30-watt, 100-watt port. For those of you that need to charge your laptops, your MacBooks, your Steam Decks, your Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2, which is weird that they just named it Switch 2. I mean, come on. Then you're going to have the 18 watt USB-A port, but then you're going to have three 2200 watt AC outlets. Those three 2200 watt AC outlets are going to do amazing. You can peak at 4400, so if you guys need to go up, above, and beyond the standard, pure sine wave, they allow it, and you're great. 12 hours with the 200 watt desktop PC on this. You guys could do multiple hours with, of course, that TV. That's the cool part with that. You guys could do, of course, like 60 cell phone charges, maybe 64 hours with the 5-watt light bulb. It's got cell-to-body technology, so it's created to be designed smaller than some of the others. It's going to allow you to do, of course, a lot more with it, which is a great deal. You guys could use it for like outside stuff. Let's say you guys were working on the job site, you need to use the shop vac. Plug in your shop vac and, of course, run it for about 2.5 hours to maybe 3 hours. About 2 hours with an electric grill, maybe 2.25 hours with the coffee maker. You guys could do, of course, 8 hours with an electric drill. You could do 20 plus hours with a single piston water pump or air compressor. For those of you that need to run your tea kettle and you just need that little bit of energy, maybe a little over an hour and a half with that one, just depending on the power of the tea kettle. And I'm going to go here. It's a 2000 V2, guys. You could go a lot farther than that. Don't worry about it. The sky's technically the limit with this one. Just like most of their devices can be used as a UPS or uninterruptible power supply with a 20 milliseconds of switchover. So literally, if the wall power loses power, this device instantly kicks on or stays running. Your device that's connected up to it, rather it be your Wi-Fi router, your PCs, your TVs, or your CPAP machines or oxygen machines, they stay running. You don't have to worry about it. And that's a great idea. For $799, it's a phenomenal price point. It's a 47% savings, if I can remember right off the top of my head. But they also have the optional gift. So you guys can get that E290 as a gift with this one. So that's the cool part. If you don't want the station by itself, you guys can get the station and two of the 200 watt solar panels for like $12.99. By having the 400 watts of charging, you're going to have a decent charge rate with that. Not going to say it's the world's fastest with just two of those. It's going to be about 5 hours. But if you had 4 of those, you'd be about 2.5 hours charge time. With two of these 200 watt panels, you have a 5-hour charge rate with that, which isn't bad. And I'm going to go here, guys. Your charge rate, when I give you this estimated charge rate, that means you have like no clouds in the sky. The sun is just beating down on the solar panels, and you're getting straight raw power. So that's what we're going with. If you guys are got clouds or, like it's slight rain, your charge time is going to vary. 2000 V2 is an amazing little product. Definitely worth checking out if you're looking for something like that. Now remember, guys, 1000 V2s and the 2000 V2s has that optional gift of the E290, so you don't have to feel left out. It's got a free gift. We wanted to make sure that everybody, that was here for yesterday got an optional idea of a gift. And, of course, we still have that 5% banner that came back. A box with stuff and plastic. What? I know here it's just cut it open, just pop it out, start using it, connect up your windows. Come on. All right, let's talk about a bigger power station. Let's talk about the 3000. Now, the 3000, the 3600 Plus, and that new 240D are all brand new products to the lineup. It is a great thing. Now, they dropped 4 new products in the last month or so. That'd be the 3600 plus, the 3000, the 240D, and that new 100 watt light solar panel. To see all of those products, guys, it is amazing. Now, this is where you guys are going to have a little bit of a dark issue with the lighting, and I am going to apologize with this. It is just, I have max lighting on it right now. There are shadows. I'm without lights. The 3000 is, of course, 3070 watt hours of power. That's right, 3072 watt hours of power in a 55-pound package. Now, at 55 pounds, you're going to have multiple ports of connectability with this 3000. And that's the cool part about this. This thing is got packed full of technology. It's going to have the TT30R NEMA style plug on the front. So if you guys want to connect up to your RVs, your motorhomes, your toy haulers through that plug, go ahead and do so, and you can run that off of this. If you want to connect up to the manual transfer station, which you guys can get separately, you can plug into this, and you guys can run, of course, circuits off of that. You're going to have 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts max, 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max. Now, you guys can do quite a bit with those on hand. Now, the cool part about that is you guys can do a lot more. It's got a 12-volt, 10-amp DC plug. Full app control. And now this device is shut off today. I don't have it on, don't have no lighting on it, but it is, of course, an amazing thing that can work with app control. Like most of them, they can work on iOS or your iPhones or your Android phones. If you guys have tablets, you guys can download the apps on your tablets and run it that way as well. Your charge time will vary with this one. It's going to be like 2.25 hours. Now, at 2.25 hours, you're getting 3072 watt hours of power, which means you guys are eligible. That's right, eligible to, of course, sign up for the residential clean energy credit program to get that tax credit because it's over 3 kilowatts power, and that's a great idea. Now, once you're fully charged, you're going to have 5 AC outlets. So that first one's going to be that NEMA plug. Then you're going to have 4 of the standard 3-prong American AC outlets. These are going to do 3,600 watts of course, pure sine wave power. Can surge at 7,200 if you really need to go above that. Now, that means you guys can run, let's say, a 5-watt light bulb for 9 to 10 days. You could do your house fan for about 60 hours. You could do your flat screen TV for about 60 hours. You could do your 200-watt fridge for about 2 days. You could do a lot more. It does have 20 milliseconds of UPS switchover. It is, of course, fully charged in 2.25 hours, but if you want to use solar panels, let's say 400 watts. So 2 200-watt solar panels, it's about an 11-hour charge. With just those 2 panels and, of course, the wall plug connected up, you're going to have a little under 2 hours. You're charged, you're running, you're good to go. Bob's your uncle, right? So, different ways of charging capabilities on this. 55 pounds does mean it weighs a little bit. It's going to be a little bit harder for you to carry it around. Cool thing is I saw yesterday that Jackery is now creating a dolly for this. So they made a dolly system that's actually on Amazon that allows you to wheel it around. I love that they created that dolly. I did not know they did that, but it's really cool that they did create it. You guys could run quite a more products besides that. Let's say flat screen TV for over 30 hours. You guys could do, of course, tablets, about 60 charges with the tablet, maybe 300 charges with your phone. You guys could do a leaf blower, weed eaters, hand drills. You guys could do table saws, table planers. You guys could do your wife's KitchenAid mixers, or, of course, your husband's KitchenAid mixers. Maybe you guys are getting ready for hunting season and you want to stuff sausages. Connect up the sausage machine to this and, of course, stuff sausages. Get those summer sausages, those pepperonis, and everything ready for winter. And that's a really great idea. This device will handle that power. AC charging, solar charging. Of course, you guys can also connect it up to a gas generator if you wanted to. It's kind of... I'm going to go here. They say you guys can connect it to a gas generator, but you're buying an electric power station for the solar options, right? And that's where I'm going. I'm always going to say, hey, Have zero drain though. It's going to stay fully charged for 365 days. At 365 days, guys, you can leave it unplugged. Should you? I always recommend personally plugging them in every 2.5 to 3 months to tinder off the batteries. For $1,099, that is your price point for that $3,000. Or you guys can get it with the solar panel package for $1,899. Now at $1,899, you guys are getting the 3,002 of the 200-watt solar panels. It's like a 37% savings. I do know that I believe there's like a 15% checkout coupon on that page for that package. So definitely check that one out. See if the terms and conditions apply for that one, so you guys can get an extra few bucks. If not, we got that 5% banner down there, so you guys could use that too. It's an amazing station, beautifully well done, and should be checked out fully. Now with this, we're now going to move on to another big bad boy system, the 3600 Plus. The 3600 Plus is going to be a little bit hard to see tonight. I do apologize, guys, yet again with this. We are having lighting issues, which I had to order some lights to fix these issues. This is the 3600 Plus, guys, right here. This is a 77-pound power station. Now, it is 3,500, I think it's like 3,584 watt-hours of power. So 3,584 watt-hours of power with this one. It's got handles to pick it up if you guys need to. It's got another handle that can be folded up and put away in the back. It's got, again, the TTR30 NEMA plug on the front. It's got 4 AC outlets that are going to do 3,600 watts of pure sine wave power. Beautiful power. 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts. 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts. And, of course, that beautiful power button and a larger display. Now, it is action-packed with this device. Your charge time is going to be about 2.5 hours for this one. So a little bit more than the 3,000, but of course you got a bigger battery with this. Now at 77 pounds, it is actually not that heavy, but it is a little bit heavy, right? It's got wheels, so don't worry about it. It's got leverage. You guys can tip it around and roll it around. Ain't got no problem with that one. It's made with cell body technology. It's got their Therm Duro exclusive cell technology built in. So you guys can use it in like -4-degree weather all the way up to 150-degree weather without any battery tech issues whatsoever, guys. Now, the 3600 Plus is an amazing little station. This station's about $2,800 today. It is in stock if you guys need it, but definitely check it out. The one option about the 3600 that the 3000 does not offer is it has, of course, more ports and plug connectability on the side. So when we come over here and we're going to zoom on in a little bit more, we're going to show you guys. You have an extension battery DC port. So this DC port's going to allow you to connect up to 5 batteries. You're going to have the AC plug. This is your expansion port. This is going to be meant for your manual transfer station or your linking cable to other 3600 Plus. You can link. Below that is going to be your wall AC outlet and your solar panel connections and your, of course, AC reset circuits. Solar panels. And, of course, the AC wall plug. Cool technology. Guys, this thing's packed full of power. Now, if you added 5 batteries total to this, you would have approximately a little over 2,100 kilowatts of power. So a little over 2,100 kilowatts of power. If you linked it with the second 3600 Plus and 10 batteries total, you'd have 43 kilowatts of power. 43 kilowatts of power is a crazy, crazy number. And I love that number because it is, of course, a beautiful number. Now, how much and what could we run off of this and for how long? Technically, we could run a refrigerator for 2 to 3 days without an issue. Probably even more than that. Let's go there. 5-watt light bulb, about 120 hours. A washer machine, that's right, your dishwasher or your washer machine. It's about 5 times. 1150-watt window AC should be over 3.25 hours with that one, which is beautiful, well done. It's perfect. Phil, what's up? What's going on, buddy? I actually sent you a message, buddy. Now, I don't know if it's still there, but I see the pictures there, so I'm not even going to mention that one. Let's see. Cell to body technology is a great idea because they created this to be smaller than some of the larger systems with that new piece. To be able to run a 200-watt fridge for 2 to 3 days is actually great, but if you want to run an 800-watt fridge, you guys got 3.5 to 4 hours off this one. About 2.5 to 3 hours with the coffee machine. You guys could probably do flat screen TV 36 to 38 hours with the flat screen TV. Maybe a space heater for 7 to 8 hours. You guys could do, of course, portable ACs. You guys could do, again, Wi-Fi routers, phones, tablets, laptops. You guys could do, of course, lawn equipment, weed eaters, hand drills, electric water pumps, electric chainsaws. Maybe you want to work out in, of course, that beautiful shop. And you guys want to, of course, use the table saws, the table planers, your hand sanders, pump sanders, your airbrush guns. You guys could plug all of those into this. It's got the amount of power. When connected up, of course, to the second one, guys, you got an amazing amount of power. You just, of course, doubled it. 43 kilowatts, crazy amount of power with it. By itself, $2,800, but you guys could get it as a package deal for $36.99. Now at $36.99, you're getting the 3600 plus and 2 of the 200-watt solar panels at a great price point. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, though, get it as a package deal. Get it with the extra battery. That one's going to be about $5,900. It's going to get the battery, the station, and 2 solar panels. What you guys could do with that is of course, use that 5% discount code that we have for you. Get an extra 5% off with that. So if you need, definitely check out those packages. Now, we are going to show you guys the 5000, the big brother right next door. Now, you're probably noticing I'm going a little bit quicker because, well, it's a shorter show. So let's talk about the big brother right next door, the 5000. Now, the Jackery Explorer 5000 is over 5,000 watt hours of power. That's right, over. It's 5,040 watt hours of power, technically. Now, with 5,040 watt hours of power, you guys are going to have an amazing, amazing amount of power. This station's going to be about $29.99 today, so about $3,000 for the station alone. And it's not a bad deal. Now, for that, you're going to have, of course, a station that's going to be fully packed with 0 milliseconds of switchover. It's going to have multiple points of connection. It's actually got 7 AC outlets. 4 of those are your standard 3-prong American outlets that are going to do 7,200 watts of sine wave power. You're going to have 2 more of those AC outlets that are going to do, of course, NEMA-style connections. Now, those NEMA connections we'll actually show you guys in a minute. I'm going to move the 3600 out of my way. We're going to pull this up closer to you guys so you guys can see it in action. So on the front of this, you're going to have that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug. You're going to have the 2 USB-C 100-watt ports. You're going to have the 2 USB-A 100-watt ports. The large display. All the buttons that you need to turn on and off these switches. AC outlets and, of course, connectability is beautiful. The 5000 actually offers you guys 4 ways of charging. Technically, if you want to get really, really snazzy about it, 5 ways. We'll kind of get into that. We're going to start off with, of course, the side connection ports. So if I rotate this on to the side, you guys are going to be greeted with, of course, the AC expansion port. Now, the top AC expansion port is going to be for your smart transfer stations. So if you guys want to wire it up to electrical outlets or your circuit breaker on your wall, you'll have an electrician wired up with a smart transfer station. And you're going to have 12 individual circuits that can run individual circuits in the house. So rooms, divisions, just single appliances, it's up to you. By doing that, that also means you guys are now connected up into your electric power grid on your electric company, and you guys can charge at 4,000 watts with this device. At charging at 4,000 watts, guys, you can actually have this charged in under 2 hours. You're going to have 2 NEMA-style AC plugs. You're going to have NEMA 14-30 and NEMA 14-50. The 14-30 and the 14-50 are a 120 and 240 volt charging capability. So you guys have dual voltage charging there for you, which is amazing to have that dual voltage charging. Now, not only do you guys have those connectabilities in that actual ports, if we rotate this and move it around, you guys can see how easy I'm actually moving this. This is 130 pounds. So at 130 pounds, it's not the lightest thing in the world to be moving around. On the side, you're going to be greeted with, of course, a DC expansion port at the bottom. The very bottom port is a DC expansion port. That's going to allow you to connect up to 5 batteries total on the system. Above that is going to be your 1800 watt AC port. This AC port is going to allow you to plug into your wall and charge at 1800 watts. At 1800 watts, that is, of course, a 3.5 hour charge time. 3.5 hours is actually a really decent quick charge. If you don't want to do that, guys, pop off the panel. Come on over here and charge at, of course, 1200 watts of low power solar array through the DC 8020 plugs. That low power solar array is going to give you a 5-hour charge time. Flip the switch though and connect up to the high power solar array. Once you're connected up to the high power solar array, you guys are charging at 4,000 watts again, and at 4,000 watts, you guys are charging in under 2 hours. Now, there is, of course, a 5th way to charge: solar charging and wall plug charging. So if you guys want to do low power solar array and, of course, your AC outlet, you guys can charge there as well. It's going to give you guys about a 3, or I think it's like 2.5 to 3 hour charge time, but it can be done that way as well. That's a cool idea. Now, your high power solar arrays meant more or geared towards your larger solar stations. So that's the way it's going to work with that. Now, with this device, guys, you have an amazing little product that's going to run quite a lot. We kind of get into a few things like for the device just by itself, right? If you want to run your flat screen TV for 2 days off of this, go right ahead and do so. If you want to run your house dryer off of that 120, 240 volt plug, go ahead and do so. You guys got 3 hours of runtime off this system alone. Maybe about 4.5, 5 hours with that 1150 watt window AC. You guys could do maybe a couple hours with your central AC. You guys could do the hot tub if you wanted to as well. Add 5 batteries and you have 30 kilowatts of power. By adding 30 kilowatts of power, you guys have at least 7 days of runtime for most of your standard appliances in your house. Now, if you want to, link up a second station and 10 batteries and you have 60 kilowatts, which should give you about 14 to 15 days of runtime with most of your standard appliances. Now, with the dual voltage charging and a 0 milliseconds of switchover, you have a seamlessly usable device that is not going to allow you to, of course, drop out if you guys are using medical equipment. If you guys are using, let's say, data mining at home, so you guys are Bitcoin mining, or you guys are just a server system at home and you guys run everything else with that. For $3,000, guys, you have the system. It's an amazing system that's going to do very, very well, and it's action-packed. If you want to, though, get it as a package deal with it and the 500X solar panel for $3,600. Now, at $3,600, you guys have an amazing station. It's going to come just like we just showed you, but it's also going to come with that beautiful, and I'm going to say it, that really, really amazing 500X solar panel. It's a large, beautiful panel. I know with that, guys, you're almost there to 1200 watts. Get a second 500X and maybe a 200 watt panel. You guys got a 5-hour charge time with this. Remember, though, you guys can run this indefinitely if you have the solar charging setup. So let's say you guys got the 4,000 watt solar panels. It's going to charge and run indefinitely. You guys, of course, may be limited if you're only using the system by itself. But adding the batteries, you have all those options. I believe an extra battery is going to be like $2,300. So if you guys need an extra battery, $2,300 is, I think, the price tag on that. So really great piece, really awesome options if you're looking for that. Any questions? Let's see. Kind of went through that real quick, didn't we? I'm still on the mode from yesterday. It's crazy. All right, let's talk about that brand new product, and we're going to go into depth with this. We're going into, and we're going to talk about the 240D. Now, the 240D is their newest mini portable power station that's literally a little over 4.5 pounds. At 4.5 pounds, it's lightweight, it's portable, and it is a beautiful little piece of technology. Now, you guys can get it in a few different ways, but what I will mention to you is it does not get delivered till like November 5th to November 7th. It is a pre-order purchase. So I was lucky enough to be one of the first to kind of get it on hand. So let's talk about it. This is that 240D. It's a handheld power station that's lightweight, portable, and has a handle. Now the handle's kind of cool, and I'm going to kind of go into this about the handle, right? You guys can carry this around just like it is if you want to. Take the handle off and add some straps, and you guys can strap to the side of you like a backpack or a sling pack. The handle doubles as an extra piece, so it's not just a handle. So what I'm going to attempt to kind of do for you guys is pop it off and show you. The handle is also a USB-C cable. Now, it's not just a single USB-C cable, it's a double USB cable. So it's a USB-C to USB-C. This is over 100 watts of charging through this cable. So it's actually over 100 watts charging through this cable. They give you a high power charging USB-C cable. It is also that beautiful handle strap. So connect it back up and you guys can carry it around. It's nice, it's thick, it's braided, it's meant to be lasted with it, and that's the great piece. 256 watt hours of power in this device. Does have, of course, the beautiful display, so if you turn it on, you guys can kind of see it come on. Look at that amazing display. It's about 40% charged. It's got an input-output saying it's about 24-hour runtime. And that's the cool part about this. So you guys have an amazing little piece that's going to do just well for you. And I love that idea. Now with it, it's got other connectabilities, right? So you're going to have a 100-watt USB-C port output. You're going to have the 15-watt USB-C port next to it. You're going to have a 15-watt USB-A port next to that. You're then going to have the DC input port. That's going to be like for like solar charging and other pieces with it. Or if you guys want, you guys can use the 140-watt USB-C input-output port. So there is a 140-watt input-output port over here. That 140-watt port is what you guys can use to charge this device if you want to. And of course, they include that cable for you. With it being under 5 pounds, it's still very, very lightweight and very accessible. With the amount of power through all these connections, you guys can run Starlinks, you guys can run your MacBook Airs, you guys can run, of course, Nintendo Switches, you guys can run Keystone lights, videography cameras, battery cameras. You guys can do, of course, technically, you guys can run pretty much whatever can be connected up through a USB-C and USB-A port. I love that. They have that carbon fiber pattern look on the top, and I do love the carbon fiber design. It's beautiful. The one thing I'm going to say, hey, Jackery, I wish it had more bright orange. Just me saying it. I like the bright orange, but it is a beautiful tone with it. They did still have the orange connected to it, just a little toned down. You still have that big, bright Jackery logo, though, and I'm going to go there. On the bottom is going to be silicone pads. It's going to have a QR code that you guys can scan. Most likely that's going to scan in and that will do your serial number and also will register your warranty. Like all of them, they have a warranty, so you're good there. And that's the beautiful piece with this. Now, we're going to go into a few things. Multiple ports, fast charging capability. You have the 100-watt port, 140-watt port, and two 15-watt ports, right? You're going to have the DC plug connectability to run DC stuff. Now, with it, that means you guys can charge even your drones off of this and have fun with it. The capabilities are endless with this. Now, at $159 for the pre-sale, $159 for it by itself, or you guys can spend like $229 to get it with, of course, the power brick. And that's what we're going to kind of go into this. If you guys want it as a package deal, there is an optional package right here for $229. It comes with the power brick to charge it off the wall. It's also going to come with, of course, the USB-C to USB-C. And then it's going to come with this device. 4.5 inches in width, 7 inches tall, very, very lightweight and capable. Now, that means it's smaller than most other pieces and can be carried around like a sling, and you don't have to worry about it. Still has thermal duro, which is exclusive cell technology, which means minus 15 all the way up to 115 degrees or so. Zero drain again. It's going to have a long battery life, so you don't have to worry about battery life being ran on site. What could we use and how long could we run stuff off of this? And that's going to be the difference. 10 to 12 camera batteries, 6 to 7 drone batteries, maybe 15 cell phone charges if you want to. And that's the beautiful piece of this. You guys could do maybe 16 hours with the 10-watt Bluetooth speaker or 20-watt Bluetooth speaker. You guys could do, of course, an endless amount of time with like an LED light. Your LED lights will run for a long, long period of time. You don't have to worry about it. It's a 5-watt light bulb. Now, Starlinks, guys, like your Starlink Mini that connects up through a USB-C connection, you'll have about 9 hours of runtime if you are capable of connecting it up there. I don't have a Starlink, so I can't really tell you, but I just know the specs that I was given to kind of show you guys with that one. iPads, if you guys have tablets, 6 to 7 charges with a tablet, 3 to 4 charges with like an 80-watt laptop on hand. I've been enjoying this, and that's the cool part. This thing's lightweight, portable, capable of being taken pretty much wherever you want. Go out hiking, go out camping, take it with you and enjoy it. Lightweight and beautifully well done. Guys, $159 by itself, or pair it with that beautiful, beautiful little power brick system, and then you guys have a way to charge it in your house. 240D is an amazing little piece. Definitely check that bad boy out for you guys. I'm going to shut it off while we're thinking about it, so don't forget. I already forgot. Didn't shut off for me. All right, we have a few more stations to show you guys. Of course, the 300, the 300 Plus, the 240s, and some solar panels. So let's get into it. The 300 is a 7-pound power station. Now, it's a little bit different than the 240D that we showed you. With this one, you have optional AC outlets. You're going to have a 12-volt 10-amp plug, but you do still have the USB-A's and a USB-C port. With this one, you're going to have 293 watt-hours of power. It's going to cost you about $10 more than the 240D. It's got a little bit more to it, and it can do more, right? It's got accessible to run house devices. So on this one, you're going to have 2 AC outlets that do 300 watts of sine wave power. Can peak at 500 if you really need to. Display's a little bit different colored. Of course, you guys have a 60-watt bidirectional USB-C port, so in and out port. 2 USB-A ports and a DC plug. The DC plug is going to be the way you're going to charge this off of a wall plug or solar panel or cigarette lighter. 3.5 hours is your charge time on a wall plug for this device. Now, 3.5 hours isn't a bad charge time. If you had, let's say, like a mini 40 solar panel, it's going to be about 7.5 hours. If you had the 100-watt panel, it's going to be about 4.5 hours of charge time with this. It can run your Nintendo Switch for about 40 hours. It can do probably 16 to 17 cell phones without a problem. 16 plus DSLR batteries. 7 drone batteries at least. 5 hours with your CPAP machine. Or if you guys want to do a flat screen TV, 4.5 hours. For the, let's go here. Pet heating pad, you guys could run maybe 4 hours with that. It's lightweight, it's portable, it's accessible, it's got the silicone pads, it's got the fixed handle. It can be doubled as a dumbbell. So if you guys need to get that workout in, just sit there and start curling your arms. Extend it, curl it, extend it, curl it, and you guys can do all of that. That's the cool piece with this. It's a great little option. At $169, it is a beautifully well portable option for you. Now, at $169, it's a great option. If you want to, though, one sec, everybody. I apologize, everybody. If you want to, though, you guys can get the 300 with the 100-watt solar panel for $329. $329 is your price point with this one. It's about a 34% savings. You have a 4.5 hour charge time with this device and this package deal. This is an amazing little piece. Now, you could do more than what I was just saying with it, guys. Sky's endless with this. It's just a great portable device. It's going to work phenomenally well. It's going to do, of course, everything you need. It's lightweight. If your kids want to carry it around, your kids can carry it around. This would make a great gift. Christmas is coming. Definitely think about it. Great little option. Get them while they last, honestly. Now we also have, I believe, the 500. The 500 is going to be a little bit bigger. We're going to change camera angles. Let's go down to the table. Let's talk about that middle stack right there. Let's move on in. Let's go down here. You have the Jackery Explorer 500 right there in that middle. That is a beautiful little piece of technology. 518 watt hours of power. It's got a single AC outlet that does 500 watts or can peak at 1,000. It's got 3 USB-A ports. It's got 3 DC plugs and a DC input port. It does have a built-in flashlight. Now, with the 500, it's going to be approximately 5.5 hours to fully charge this off a wall plug. If you had a 100-watt solar panel, it's going to be about 7.5 hours to charge this device. When fully charged, you should be able to run your flat screen TV for at least 7 to 8 hours, your mini cooler for 9 hours, your laptop for about 30 hours or so. You guys could do, of course, blenders for 50 minutes, air pumps for 8 hours. You guys could do electric heated blanket for 4 hours. You guys could do a pet heating pad for about 7 hours. Technically, you could do maybe, let's go here, a heated, not heated blanket, you know what? CPAP machine for over 9 hours. And that's with a heated mask. And that's the cool part. Guys, the capability of this one's really, really nice. It's $329. It's a 34% savings, normally a $500 price tag. Has a built-in flashlight, does 2 modes of brightness, SOS pattern and standard light mode. But it is an amazing little product. It's actually really, really beautiful. I love the capabilities of, a device that's going to work well just like that. You guys have a lot of technologies that's going to, of course, just go endless. Now, by itself, it's a great deal, but you guys can get it with, of course, that 100-watt solar panel. By getting it with that 100-watt solar panel, you guys have a phenomenal product that's going to, of course, work really, really well. Now, I am kind of slowing and running behind, so we're going to kind of move forward. We're going to talk about the 300 and the 240. Now, we have the 300 plus and the 240. So let's go here. You're going to have a couple options with these, and I'm not going to just, go all in. You have 288 watt hours of power in, of course, the 300 plus. You have 256 watt hours in the 240. Both can be charged in under 2 hours. Both have multiple points of connections. You have single AC outlets. You have dual USB-Cs and dual USB-As. They are the identical housings. Now, the difference is what you can run with it, because you have 288 watt hours of power and you have 256 watt hours of power. Now, with this though, this device is $199, the 300 plus. $199, great price point. This is going to allow you to do, again, Nintendo Switch for like 35 to 40 hours. Your telephones over 15 charges. Your flat screen TVs for 4.5 to 5 hours. $199 by itself. You guys can get it with the Mini 40 solar panel for like $279, or you guys can get it with, of course, the 100-watt panel for like $398. So phenomenal price point for a station of this styling. And it's a beautiful one. Now, of course, we forgot to change camera angles, but we'll show you guys this again. They're identical housings. They both weigh about 8 pounds. They're both lithium batteries. They're both powered, of course, by app control. They're an amazing little options. You just have a bigger battery or a smaller battery with this one. You have a quicker charge time or a little bit quick of charge time. Under an hour and a half, under 2 hours. Both are well done. Both have solar panel connections. Both have 100-watt USB-C port. Both have 15-watt USB-C ports. 15-watt USB-A ports, 12 volt 10 amps. Flashlights and AC outlets to do all the same power. It's just the power difference in these. You have, of course, 288 and you have 256. So if you guys need a 240 or a 300, check these ones on out. Now, we're going to zip over into the back of the table, you guys. We're going to talk about the 4000 kit real quick. The 4000 kit is, of course, a beautiful 2000 plus power station that is packed full of power. Now this is a full kit. You're going to get the battery sitting on it, you're going to get the station below it, and you're going to get 2 solar panels. Now for this, you're going to get 4,085 watt hours of power total power with this. You're going to have 2,042 watt hours of power in the station alone, and another 2,042 watt hours of power in the battery pack. Together, it's going to take about 2 hours to fully charge if you want to, or 2 hours with solar panel charging. It can take 6 of the 200 watt solar panels to the station and 6 to the battery. With it, you're going to have 5 AC outlets, the NEMA style plug, and of course the 3-prong AC outlets. 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power, 6,000 max with those. 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts max, 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max. Can have up to 5 batteries on this station for a total of 12 kilowatts of power. If you want to link a second 2,000 plus station, you guys can do that, and 10 batteries. And you guys can, of course, connect it up and get it going. And that's the cool part about that. So you have a wide variety here. Now, with the device, you guys could run, let's say, a 500 watt refrigerator with this battery for about 7 hours. By itself, you should get at least 3 hours of runtime or more with that 500 watt refrigerator. Not an issue. You guys can do window ACs, induction heaters. You guys can do, of course, a MIG welder. So if you guys want to run a welding machine off of this, you guys are going to have over an hour and 20 minutes of runtime off of the 4,000 kit. For $2,700, that is your price tag. There's a 7% clippable coupon on that webpage, so you guys can actually check that out as well. If you don't want the 4,000 by itself, you guys can get or the 4,000 kit. You guys can get the 2,000 plus and just 2 solar panels for $1,500. Now, at $1,500, it's a great deal, but don't forget we have that 5% banner down below, and you guys can use that as well. Now, we're going to talk about solar panels for the last few minutes of the show, so let's show you guys some solar panel options. First and foremost is going to be the 100 watt bifacial solar panel. You're going to have this beautiful solar panel right here. 100 watts, fully waterproof, water resistant, bifacial charging, and portable. When you unsnap the snap rings, you guys are going to be greeted with a very large panel that's going to work well for you. You guys are going to see how long it is when I reach it out there and show you guys. It's actually longer than I am. Now with this, it's fully waterproof, water resistant, and it does charge from both sides. The blue side is going to be the reflective charging side. The black monocrystalline solar cell side is going to give you guys the main direct charging from the solar sky. Now this is actually a really cool piece right here. At 200, I think it's like a little over $200. It was like $209 the other day. Not sure what the price is right now, so let me check. $299. So $299, guys. You're gonna have a fully waterproof, water-resistant solar panel. That's gonna do well for you guys. This is an amazing solar panel. It will work on, let's say, like the 240s, the 300s, the 500s, the 1000s, the 1500s. On up. You guys can technically connect it up to every station that they offer. And that's the cool part. It does come with the 10-foot cable, USB-C plug, or DC connections. Depending on what you're buying it for, it'll have those connections. 100 watt solar panel, guys, at $300 price tag. It is an amazing option if that's what you're looking for. Definitely recommend it. I see that the 200 is... The 200, yeah, so the 200. All right, let's go here. So they have a new 200 watt solar panel. I don't actually have that one on hand. It's going to be about $379. It's going to look like what I just showed you, but it's a 200 watt version. Now, with that being said, it's a larger panel. It's going to do, of course, the same stuff, but will work with like the 1000 V2. It's going to work with the 2000 V2s on up. It's going to do 200 watts of charging at 18 volts. It's going to have that 10-foot cable. It's going to have a sunlight angle indicator. It's going to do bifacial charging. It's actually going to give you guys about a 26.7% efficiency, even in low light settings. So overcast skies, slight rain and drizzle, it's going to give you that efficiency. With it, the cable that comes with this does have, of course, multiple ports of connections. It's also going to have a built-in USB-C port and a USB-A port, 5-volt 2.4 amp or 5-volt 3 amp. And it's going to have the 8020 and, of course, the 7909 adapter connected. It's a general cable. You're going to use, of course, the 8020 plug for most of the devices that this is going to connect up to. It's going to work all the bigger stations. And now with that, it's fully waterproof, water resistant. Leave it out in the rain, leave it out in the sun. It's not going to hurt it. Leave it out in the snow. It won't hurt it. If it gets dirty, wash it off with a hose and plug it in. The 200, guys, is an amazing little solar panel, about $379, which is a great deal. Now, we're also going to talk about, of course, the Mini 40, which is their portable little panel. So the Mini 40 is their smallest panel that I know of that they offer. 12 inches tall, 10 inches wide, half-inch thick. Magnetic clasp. The magnetic clasp opens up, and when you open it up, you're going to be greeted with the beautiful 2.5-pound panel. That's right. This solar panel weighs 2.5 pounds. At 2.5 pounds, you guys can take this anywhere. And with the size of it, it can go anywhere. I mean, literally, it can go in your backpack. It technically can fit in your wife's tote bags if you wanted to. This thing is going to make a lot of things easy. This is perfect for like the 240s, including the 240D. By having this connected up to the 240D, you guys would have about a 7-hour charge time or less with this. And that's the great option. This will work with the 300s, even the 500 technically, the 600 plus if you wanted to. It's just going to have a really long charge time with those bigger ones. Really will work good with like the 100 plus, 240s, and 300s. Fully waterproof, so you guys can leave it out in the snow, leave it out in the rain. It's not going to hurt it. Only thing I recommend, because it's so light, is tie it down so it doesn't fly away. Use, of course, these beautiful little snap press rings that they put on, or snap ring press rings, to tie it down with like D-clips or ropes. So great little option if you guys need. The Mini 40 is, of course, a great option. Now we have one more solar panel to show you guys. This is going to be the 100 Prime. The 100 Prime, you know what? It's actually blocked right now. Did you guys see this panel? Has anybody seen this panel? Let's kind of talk about this one real quick. This one is not in the carousel, but we are going to mention it for a few seconds. First and foremost, this is their thinnest solar panel to date. This is the 100 watt light. You guys can see the size of this panel. It's a nice sized 100 watt panel. It's got a 10-foot cable built onto it that's flat. I love the design of this cable. It's an Anderson clip end, just like the 200. It's got, of course, the adapter for that. Now, what this does different is, this is a flexible panel. It is meant and geared towards being bendable. So you guys can bend this at 200 to 220 degrees and mount it in directions and positions you normally couldn't mount a solar panel in. It is still bifacial charging, so you do have that blue reflective side that will reflect light off of this. Do you have to do it with the reflective charging? No, you don't. That means if you have a van or a motorhome and you guys just want to lay this flat just like this, you can do that. That's going to give you guys more clearance to drive under stuff with that. Or if you guys are just limited with space. Permanently mounted, of course, cabling is actually really cool. So that's their new 100 light panel. Just giving you guys a quick look at that one. Now let's talk about the Prime panel. This is their only, and I'm going to say it's their only panel right now that's tempered glass. So the 100 Prime panel is $179 right now. This thing is a DIY panel. It is tempered glass. It is going to do well for you guys if you need metal housing all the way around. Going to do 25% efficiency in low light settings. It's a 100 DIY panel. It is going to come with metal brackets to mount it. It's going to come with all the mounting hardware like stainless steel screws, self-tapping screws, and everything. It's got 12 individual pre-drilled holes. The pre-drilled holes are going to allow you to mount to those brackets. It has a built-in permanently connected cable, Anderson clip end, 10 foot long, and has that same 8020 7909 adapter connection. With this, it is fully waterproof, water resistant. Harsh and wet weather, leave it out in the rain, leave it out in the sun. This can actually work up into about 180-degree weather and down in lower than -40. I think it's like -4, way lower than -4. This thing is a beautiful piece of technology. So if you guys need a glass panel, that is your option right there, the 100 Prime. Now, for those of you that just popped in, I will mention this one last time. If you guys purchase the 1000 V2s by itself or with solar panels, or if you guys get the 2000 V2 with, of course, the by itself or solar panels, you guys can actually get the E290 as an optional. That's right, as an optional gift. Place it in your cart, and you guys will get it for free. It is limited. This is a long shot, but solar. So are you looking for like larger setups? You're trying to do like, multiple like 4,000 watts of solar panel charging or something like that. Kind of, like the pool. I'm not sure what you mean by pool solar. Or do you mean like the something that goes for like your over your pool? Oh, so you're talking about like a full roof charging system. So, like the 100 Prime I just showed you, can be linked to multiple panels, the same as this flexible version. You can link multiple of these panels up and connect it up to. There's only one system that Jackery offers that allows up to like 4,000 watts of solar options, and that's going to be like the 5,000 plus. If you already have the solar system, you'll have to check to make sure that your polarity and your plugs will work with it. Now, the 100 Prime panels are glass panels. This is, of course, their newest 100-watt panel. It's flexible, it's bendable, and you can see how lightweight it is. So they do have that option. They have a large 500X. The large 500X is made from 6 85-watt panels. It's a huge system, but can be linked up as well. The flexible panel is their newest version. So this is actually really cool. So this is flexible. It can be at 220 degrees max. It will do, of course, fully waterproof, water resistant. It links up with the Anderson clip style plug. So most people are used to seeing the Anderson clip style plugs. So you guys can do the Anderson clips. You guys can Y split them. You guys can connect them up. So yeah, there are options. I believe they are coming out with what's called like a terracotta style panel as well. So Jackery is creating a terracotta style, I think, panel. Not sure it's done yet or if it's coming, but that's going to be like for your whole roof, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So I mean, these would do great in that weather. So there's no problem with that. Like the tempered glass Prime is going to be capable of, I think, over 100, 180 degrees or something like that. So there are options. It's just really which variety or variant you're going with. Because I mean, like they have portables. Like this is a 100-watt panel. This is, of course, another option. The 500X is. Do I have a? I might have a video of the 500X. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah. So like the 500X, this is how big the 500X is. It's made from 6 85-watt panels. This does over 500 watts of charging on that panel alone. You can link multiples of these. You don't have to have them in the accordion look like this. So that's the cool part about that. If you go over to Jackery side, so I'm also streaming on Jackery right now as well. So Jackery, they have their own page on Amazon, so you guys can go to the Amazon page. They have a lot of different stuff. You can even reach out to Jackery on Amazon. They can gear you towards what you're kind of looking for. They'll be able to answer a little bit more with that because I've just like social media stuff. Like Fernando, who's over on the let's see, can I do this? Fernando's over on our Jackery side page. He can kind of answer more with that. So yeah, but they do have a lot of options for that. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we were just about at the end of the show, so yeah, I mean, I have four options of the panels in the carousel today. The last one that's checked is the 100 Prime. That's going to be your DIY. That's going to be your full tempered glass panel. So it's a full glass panel is all with that. No, it's totally fine. I get it. Nope, totally get it. I mean, it happens. We are here. We do stream here quite a bit for us and Jackery. We will be back Monday night with another Jackery stream. So you'll see another Jackery stream Monday night. You'll probably see other streams that we do other products as well. So it's not just Jackery, but we do Jackery streams. But I do appreciate you popping in, Lisa. I really do. With that, guys, it is the end of our time slot. So we got to kind of wrap this up. But again, if you guys are looking for like the 1000 V2 or the 2000 V2s, we do have that free optional gift for the E290 if you purchase it today. On top, we also have that 5% discount code. So if you guys spend over $1,000, you guys can get 5% discount with that by using that discount code. Time on Monday, I will be here 9 o'clock Eastern. So your time would be 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, I think, right? Yeah. You're 3 hours behind. If you hit the live notification button, you will actually see when we go live too. Any other questions, everybody? I'm going to show that one thing last. Let's see. Can I do this? All right, guys. I'm going to call it an evening. Yeah, 6 p.m. Yep. Yeah, you have to hit the little thing that says live notifications. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I've actually heard people that say they've actually been unfollowed from pages for no reason as well too. So I have seen that as well. All right, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. We will see you guys on the next show. Lisa, it's been great talking to you. I hope you have a great evening. Have a good one, everybody. See you later.